Milwaukee WI, 2 dead, 2 wounded in separate shootings on May 28th. When a city sees multiple shootings in a single day, detectives often work them as separate cases first, but they also quietly check for overlap through ballistics, location patterns, and social connections, because the fastest way to stop repeat violence is to identify whether there's a single conflict driving multiple incidents.
Milwaukee police are investigating multiple shootings that left 2 people dead and 2 wounded on Thursday, May 28th. Authorities said 4 people were shot across separate incidents, with one scene leaving 1 dead and 2 wounded, and another shooting leaving a second person dead. According to reporting, one shooting happened near 38th and Congress, where police said 1 person was dead and 2 others were wounded. A second shooting near 40th and Burley, reported to have occurred during a fight, left another person dead. The department said the investigations were ongoing and urged anyone with information to come forward.
When incidents happen at different locations in the same day, investigators start with immediate facts: victim conditions, the timeline, and whether the suspect fled on foot or by vehicle. But in the background, detectives are also asking bigger questions. Are these incidents truly unrelated, or do they represent different flare-ups within the same broader conflict?
That's why ballistic evidence is so important. If shell casings from one shooting match another incident's weapon profile, the investigation can widen quickly. Milwaukee's first scene, where multiple people were wounded, requires a different response than a single victim shooting. More victims means more witnesses, but it also means more chaos. It increases the odds that someone saw something, but it also increases the chance that witness accounts conflict. That's where cameras become the tiebreaker. Doorbell cameras, business cameras, and traffic cameras help detectives establish objective timing: when a suspect arrived, when shots were fired, and what route the suspect took leaving the area.
The second scene, described as happening during a fight, suggests an escalation pattern. In many street disputes, a confrontation begins with arguing, then pushing or fighting, and then the moment a weapon is introduced changes everything. Investigators will reconstruct that fight, who was involved, whether the conflict was pre-existing, and whether bystanders were endangered.
The pressure on investigators in multi-shooting days is also logistical. Different teams respond to different scenes. Evidence technicians must document each location carefully. Homicide detectives may take lead on fatalities, while non-fatal shooting detectives handle woundings, but collaboration is constant.
What's the biggest thing the public can do to help on days like this? Video and tips. Even small details like a car color or direction of travel can move a case.
Another key issue in multi-shooting coverage is public risk perception. Residents often ask, is this a single suspect? Is there a pattern? Are we dealing with a rolling conflict? Police usually avoid speculation until evidence supports a connection. But investigators still take precautionary steps, including increasing patrol presence and urging the public to share information.
Days like this underline how violence can spread across a city in separate pockets. But law enforcement still builds each case the same way: timeline, evidence, identification, and accountability. Milwaukee police are investigating separate shootings on May 28th that left 2 dead and 2 wounded. Detectives are working multiple scenes, collecting forensic evidence, reviewing footage, and asking for public tips as they search for suspects.